This is Sarah with Posh Pooch Designs. And do you need a project to use up all your leftover cotton yarn? Well, I've got the best project for you. We all use shopping bags, and here's a wonderful, easy shopping bag made out of cotton yarn that you can use all your leftover cotton yarns to make. This one is just made in 2 colors, but you can use all your leftovers, or you can do it all in 1 color, or however that you want. Really super easy. We start at the bottom with a rectangle, then we move around, and then the stitching is done in triple crochets and chain 1s all the way up until we do the handle. We go back to single crochets and make our handle. Super easy. And the length of the bag here, you can make it as long as you want to. Use up all those scraps and make it really, really long. If you make it according to the pattern, it's going to measure about 12 by 12. So you can make it much longer if you're going to go to the farmer's market and pick up a bunch of neat things. You're going to need lots of room. So what we're doing today is we're going to be making this bag. Now this is a free pattern on my blog. It's just called the Cotton Shopping Bag, and it works perfect. And you can grab that with that link that's down there below in the notes under the video. And we're going to be using our eye hook today. You're also going to need a needle for weaving in ends, especially if we're changing lots of colors, and of course a pair of scissors. And the way I'm going to be working this pattern is I'm going to be starting with this teal color for the bottom, and then once I move up, I'm going to just change colors often as my yarn runs out, or I just want to change colors so that you can see how easily it's done. So go grab all your extra cotton scraps. And just a quick note, this bag can be made out of worsted weight as well. I just prefer the cotton because I love how it washes up good. And if you're going to use this for a farmer's market bag, you're going to need to wash it if you put fresh fruits and vegetables inside. So it's going to need to be washed a lot. So like I said, go grab your cotton scrap yarn, your eye hook, and we'll get started. To get started, the first thing we need to do is make our slip knot, and then we're going to chain 35 chains. And we're starting at the bottom of our bag across the bottom. So we're going to chain 35 chains. I have chained 35 chains, and now we're going to begin our first row. And what we're going to do is we're going to stitch a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Here's our first chain, and then we're going to place a single crochet in this second chain. So we're going to go in that chain, pull up a loop, and we'll have 2 loops on our hook. Yarn over and go through both loops, and that's our single crochet. And we're going to do this in each chain across, and then we'll have a total of 34 single crochets because we skipped our first chain and began chaining in the second chain from the hook. So basically we're just placing 1 single crochet in each chain across for a total of 34 single crochets. I stitched 1 single crochet in each chain across, skipping that first chain, so I have a total of 34 single crochets. We're going to chain 1, and this chain 1 does not count as a stitch, it's just a turning chain. And now we're going to single crochet in each single crochet across. And like I said, we're forming the bottom of our bag so it has a nice rectangle base, and it's nice and sturdy for anything heavy we might want to put in there, like maybe a watermelon or a book. It needs to be nice and sturdy. So we're placing 1 single crochet in each single crochet across, and again we'll have 34 single crochets. So I completed the second row of stitching 1 single crochet in each single crochet, and we're going to do this for a total of 6 rows of single crochet. On the bottom of our bag, we're making a rectangle to be the bottom of our bag, and so we're going to do a total of 6 rows, and then we'll begin stitching around all 4 sides of that rectangle. So we have 2 rows done, and we need to do 4 more rows of chain 1 and then 1 single crochet in each single crochet across for a total of 6 rows of single crochet. I stitched my 6 rows of single crochet for the bottom of my bag. Now, if you want your bag to be wider, you can stitch more rows for the base of your bag, because at this point we're going to be stitching around and start working up the sides of the bag. And I cut my yarn because I'm changing colors here, but you don't have to if you want your colors to be the same. So what I'm going to do, because I'm going to begin doing stitching around the rectangles, I'm putting in my new color, leaving myself a couple of inches for working in those ends later. Whoops, grabbed the wrong end. There we go. And chain 1. Now, for row 7, we're going to stitch across this end. We're going to put 3 single crochets in the corner. Then we'll be stitching down the side, 3 single crochets. We'll stitch across the end, 3 single crochets, and then back up to here and 3 single crochets. Now, stitching on the end of rows can be a little bit difficult. And so what we're going to do is we're going to place 5 single crochets just on this end. And I always try to stitch in the stitches, not the holes, so we don't have any gaping holes. Sometimes you may have to put it in the hole, but for the most part, try to put it in the stitch itself. So here's my row of single crochet. I'm going to go right in that stitch, and I'm going to stitch a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, try to go in the stitch, not the hole, 4, and 5. So there's my 5 single crochets, and now we're going to turn, and the first thing we need to do is place 3 single crochets in the corner. 1, 2, there we go, 3, and that helps it just move nicely around the corner. And then we're going to be working back down this chain. This is our beginning chain where we started, and we're going to place 1 single crochet in each of those chains. And we still want to have a total of 34 stitches across in order for the bag pattern to work out. So make sure you count those stitches. So you can see that, and that's another reason why I kind of wanted to change color, so that you can see the stitches. So we joined here, we stitched 5 single crochets, 3 single crochets in the corner, and now we're stitching down the side of the bag, which is where we started in the beginning chain, and make sure that we have 34 single crochets till we reach the next corner. So I stitched down the side, and just to repeat a little bit, we need to have 5 single crochets on the end, 3 in the corner, and then 34 single crochets down the side, which I've stitched. And now I'm back to this end, and I'm going to put 3 single crochets in this corner. 1, 2, 3. And then I need to place 5 single crochets on this end again, making sure I go in the stitches, not the holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I need to place 3 single crochets in this corner. 1, 2, 3. So there's my 2 corners with the 5 in between. And now I'm on my last edge, and I need to stitch 34 single crochets and then 3 in the corner and join. So 1 single crochet in each of the 34 stitches. I've stitched all the way around all 4 sides of my bag, and I'm on my last edge here, my last corner, and I've made my 3 single crochets, and I'm going to join in the top of that first single crochet, and I'm going to chain 1. So that's the row 7 where we went all the way around the trim. Now for row 8, all we're going to do is put 1 single crochet in each single crochet. And you need to have, with your 34, 3, 5, 3, 34, 3, 5, 3, a total of 90 single crochets going all the way around. And we're going to need that amount for making sure that our bag lays correctly. All right, so for row 8, we're just going to place 1 single crochet in each single crochet completely around the bottom of our bag. Now, just one note about when I told you that you could make your bag wider on the bottom. If you add those rows, make sure that you add a few more stitches in your counts. And because we're going to be doing the triple crochet, chain 1 here, make sure you add in increments of 2 just for sizing purposes, if you made the bottom of these 6 rows wider. Just so you know, it won't work out if you made it wider and you have more stitches, that's all. All right, so for row 8, 1 single crochet in each single crochet around, working 1 single crochet in each single crochet completely around, all the way around, all the corners, all the sides, only 1 single crochet in each single crochet around. I stitched my 1 single crochet in each single crochet stitch all the way around, and you should notice on your corners they might be curling up a little, and that's exactly what we want them to do. And that was row 8, and for row 9 we're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to single crochet in each single crochet around, just like we just did. And this is our last single crochet row, and then we're going to begin working the body of the bag. So once again, 1 single crochet in each single crochet, working all the way around the bottom of the bag. So I completed row 9, 1 single crochet in each single crochet around. My yellow yarn ran out, so I just attached my green and I kept right on going because I'm using up my leftover cotton yarns. All right, so for row 10, we need to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This chain 5 counts as 1 triple crochet and a chain 1. We're going to skip the next single crochet and make a triple in the next stitch. And then chain 1. Now, if you're not sure what a triple is, I will show you. So we chained 1, we're going to skip the next single crochet and then triple in this next one. So the way we make a triple crochet is we do 2 wraps on our hook. We go in the stitch and pull up a loop. You'll have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go through the first 2, yarn over, go through the second 2, yarn over, and go through the third 2. And that makes a nice long open stitch. Chain 1, we're going to skip the next single crochet and single crochet in this next, not single crochet, skip the next single crochet and triple crochet in the next single crochet. So 2 wraps on our hook, go in the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, and yarn over, go through 2, chain 1. Again, skip the next stitch, triple crochet in the next stitch. And we'll do this all the way around our bag because this is the beginning of working up the side of our bag like this. So I finished my row going around, and you'll notice your bag is starting to form a bag. It's curling up just like it's supposed to, and yes, I have a lot of ends to weave in there. All right, so when we get back to the end, you're going to want to join in the 4th chain, not the 5th, because that 5th chain counts as a chain 1. So you did your last chain 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to join in that 4th chain with a slip stitch. Get in there. There we go. And chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now this particular row that we're going to do is going to be the row you repeat as many times as you want for the length of your bag. If you do it according to the pattern, let me see, it looks like you repeat up through row 17. So you can make the bag as long as you want or as short as you want. It's totally up to you. So what we did is we chained 5. This counts as a triple and a chain 1. And then we're going to triple in the top of the triple. There we go. And chain 1. And we'll do this all the way around the bag. We'll put a triple crochet in the top of the next triple. 1, 2, 3, and then chain 1. Triple in the top of the triple, and chain 1. Triple in the top of the triple. I've also heard this stitch called treble. I'll just call it a triple because we say single, double, triple. All right, triple, chain 1. And you'll see that it looks like a ladder. Let me grab my other one here so I can show you. There's the bottom. Then we went around and did our around the bottom of the bag. And now we're doing the rows here. All the triple stitches are stitched in the triple stitch with the chain 1 in between. So it looks a little bit like a ladder. And this is going to give you lots of stretch this way and this way. Because remember, cotton yarn does not have the stretch that acrylic and other yarns have. But by stitching a nice big open weave, you're giving it lots of stretch and also lots of air if you're purchasing fresh fruits and vegetables. All right, so chain 1, triple stitch in the next triple. Whoops, getting tangled all the way around our bag, and then we'll join to the top of the 4th chain like we did on this row, to the top of the 4th chain with a slip stitch and chain 5 and repeat for as many rows as needed. So I finished another row of the triple single crochet triple in between, and I'm ready to join again. I just want to make sure you understand how to join. So we have this original 5 chains. We did our triple and our chain 1, and we're going to join to the top of the 4th chain because the 5th chain counts as our chain 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to join with a slip stitch. There we go. And then we're going to chain 5. And the way we completed this row is, again, the way that we will complete all the rows until the bag is the length that we want it. And I'm really having fun using up all my leftover cotton yarns because they're just so much fun to make a crazy colorful bag. And so I ran out of the green, I joined my orange, I ran out of the orange and I joined my purple, and I'm just having so much fun with it. So continue to repeat this row, triple, single crochet, triple, for as many rows as you need for the length of your bag. And once you've reached that, then we can add the top band of the bag like this one and add the handles. I have now completed the body of the bag. I added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows of the triple crochet chain 1 rows. Now, like I said, you can have as many rows as you want, and I'm really loving how this bag is turning out with all these beautiful colors of just my leftover cotton yarns. All right, so now we're ready to add the top of the bag. We're going to be single crocheting all the way around for 2 rows, and then we're going to add our handles. So the way we're going to do this is on our last row, we're not going to chain 5, we're just going to chain 1, and then we're going to place a single crochet in that chain 1 space. And then we're going to place a single crochet in the top of the triple. And we'll do this all the way around. 1 single crochet in the chain 1 space and 1 single crochet in the triple. We'll do this all the way around our bag and then join to the first single crochet. And if you're not sure what a chain 1 space is, it's just the space made where we made our chain 1, because we did triple crochet, chain 1, triple crochet. So we're just going to go in that space rather than stitching in a stitch, and then we'll place our single crochet in the top of the chain 3. So 1 single crochet in the chain 1 space, 1 single crochet in the top of our triple crochet. And we'll do this all the way around and join back here to our first single crochet. I have placed one single crochet in each of the stitches around, one in the triple and one in the chain one space, all the way around. And that's just one row. Now we're going to place another row of single crochet, just stitching one single crochet in each single crochet around. And this is just going to give us a nice band for the top of our bag, and then we'll place the handles on the next row. So we're just placing one single crochet in each single crochet around. Then we'll join to the top of the first single crochet with a slip stitch. And then on the next row, we're going to make our handles. We did the second row of single crochet. We joined to the first single crochet with a slip stitch, and now we're ready to do the row and add our handles. So the way we do this row is we're going to single crochet in the first 15 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now we need to chain 25 chains. I chain my 25 chains, and now we're going to skip the next 15 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then we're going to single crochet in that next stitch. So what we did is we single crocheted 15 single crochets. We chained 25 because this is our handle. Then we skipped 15 single crochets, and now we're going to single crochet in the next 30 single crochets because we're going to do 15 and 15, and then we'll do our second handle. So we've already got one, so we need a single crochet in the next 30 single crochets. Here's our 15 single crochets where we started. We chained 25. We skipped 15 single crochets and then single crocheted in the next stitch. Then we single crocheted in the next 30, and that gives us 15 on the front and 15 on the back. And now we need to chain 25 again. And then we're going to join again after skipping 15 single crochets here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So here's our 16th. We'll go right in there and single crochet like we did on the first side. So there's our second handle. Here's our two handles. And then just to finish, we're going to single crochet in those last stitches. That one and the next ones should be 15 single crochets, and then we'll join to the first single crochet. Now, once you get this row done, before you go on, make sure you look at your bag and that your handles are centered, because it is easy to get off, especially when you're doing all these rows up here. It is easy to maybe get off by 1 or 2, or when you're counting and skipping on this row, it's easy to get off. So just make sure. Let me join to the top of that first single crochet. I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to check my bag. All right, so here's my sides. Looks pretty even to me, because if it's off like this, it's not going to work for you good, right? And it's not going to look as pretty. So my handles look like they're pretty even. And so for the next row, what we're going to be doing is we're still single crocheting, and we're going to single crochet in each single crochet, and then we're going to single crochet in each of the chains for the handle, and then single crochet the single crochets, and again single crochet the chains for the handle, and then finish up with single crochets and join. And we're going to do this on this row. This is going to give us a good handle. So we'll start with single crocheting in the first 15 single crochets. We single crocheted in the first 15 single crochets. Now we're going to single crochet in each of the chains for the handle. Whoops. There we go. And so we're single crocheting in each chain in the handle. And we'll do this across the handle, then we'll single crochet around, do the other handle, single crochet around, and join to the first single crochet. And that's going to make a nice handle. So this is how your handle will look with one row of single crochet. And I don't think it's a sturdy enough handle, and so I'm going to do another row around, single crochet all the way around, doing both handles and around the top of the bag. Now if you want your bag to be even more sturdy, you can do as many more rows as you want to. Now I ran out of teal yarn, so I'm using this other purplish lavender that I have. This round. So basically I'm just stitching one single crochet in each single crochet around, because our handles now have a row of single crochet. And that's how I'm going to finish my bag. And then it'll be all done and I can go to the farmer's market and go shopping. So one single crochet in each single crochet around. The handles are all done. The extra row, I actually ran out of lavender and had to add some cream. But like I said, if you feel like this handle isn't substantial enough for you, go ahead and add some more rows until you feel comfortable. But our bag is all done, and I love how it turned out, all colorful with all my leftover yarns. And you can do the same thing. You can make it in all your leftovers, or you can make it on purpose. Now, if you want to buy the yarn and make it in a certain color, you're going to need about 3.5 to 4 ounces of yarn. And of course, that depends on how long you want to make yours. So, and like I said, I prefer to make these out of cotton. But of course, if you want to use up your leftover worsted weight, that's fine too. Just remember, when shopping at the farmer's market or at the grocery store and putting fresh fruits and vegetables in your bags, that they're going to need to be washed in between using, because you don't want any left over residue in your bag that can cause mold or anything to get in anything else, or mold to get caught in your bag. So remember, cotton is absorbent, and if there's any moisture on fruit or vegetables, it will get in the bag as well. So that's our cotton shopping bag. I'm ready to go shopping.